So, in a world in which I release a video in which I say, I'm done with WWE, they release, Ruthless Aggression, which obviously I'm going to talk about because it's a wrestling documentary, and then I just get thinking, and that's always a bad thing. Hello and welcome to FTTR, I am Ewan McQuaid, and today I'm talking about big draw matches, and one in particular that has recently crossed my mind. And yes, it is a WWE match that, as I was sort of just sitting thinking about, WWE in general, and what would it take for me to get invested for this year's WrestleMania? Well, I say this year's, next year's WrestleMania, for example. What would it take? Are there any big matches, big draws that could get me hooked? And Brock Roman, nah. I've seen that. I don't really want to see it again. Even Roman Rock, as much as I love Dwayne, still doesn't really do it for me because I just can't see anyone beating Roman at this point, even if it's The Rock. So, thinking about it, and I thought about this when I was watching a documentary the other day. There's one feud that I would legitimately tune into WrestleMania for, and that is Big Time Bex versus Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Now, for me, Ronda Rousey had one of the most incredible runs I've ever seen over that sort of year period. Her match with Triple H and Steph was great. No one expected it to be that good, but it was great. Her match with Charlotte at Survivor Series was great. Her angles with Becky Lynch in the build-up to Survivor Series were great. Even her match with, I believe it was Nikki Bella, was really good. And then you got the triple threat, which had the weird finish at the end. Okay, Becky won. Yes, go home happy. But we never got that one-on-one feud between Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch. And I think that's where the money is. I'm not sure, obviously I haven't delved fully into this, because obviously Ronda Rousey's had a baby. But if she can come back for this year's WrestleMania, I think that is a must-have match on the card. Because Ronda Rousey is just terrific. She is absolutely terrific, and I loved every match she had, pretty much. And she's something that I feel is missing from WWE. The women's division, especially after watching Knockouts Roundtable, is just not that good. It's really not. And yeah, people like Toni Storm, Liv Morgan, they're getting shots, but they're not being taken seriously. I think Ronda Rousey can come back and they will start treating that division with a bit more respect, because that's what happened last time. She came in, debuted at the Royal Rumble, and the women's division was sort of set alight with this fire because they wanted to appease her, which is fine by me. She's a great wrestler. So yeah, I think that has to be a big match for this year's WrestleMania, maybe even next year's SummerSlam. That is the point where I will be like, okay, that is a draw for me. And it's difficult at the moment to find draws. For a lot of wrestling companies I get, but, AEW in particular, and I don't like comparing the two because I'll always get the are you biased thing, but Hangman Page versus Bryan Danielson is a big draw to me. And I think Impact, with the first ever Knockouts Ultimate X match at Hard to Kill, is also another big draw. WWE, particularly looking at the card for day one, don't have many draws. Brock versus Roman, I've seen that a lot. I have seen that a lot. Seth, Kevin Owens and Big E, maybe if it was like in NXT, but it's not. It's main roster. So yeah, I think this match is big time. Like Big Time Bex, it is big time. And I think they should put it on as soon as possible. This match should main event WrestleMania. So let me know your thoughts on Ronda Rousey coming back. Do you think it will even happen? Would you want to see her back? Let me know down in the comments below and I'll try and reply to every single one of you. Thank you all ever so much for your support and have a nice day.